I'm
2
gonna
minutes before we
start
start the interview.
recording. All right. Let me
Yeah.
make sure I got my hands. Oh shoot, I gotta put your name down. Hold on, brother. But in the building though, in the building where I put his name down is 281 Killer. My homie director of VR enthusiast of VR cinematographer director, man, in the building, man. Welcome, bro. How you feeling, dude? How's you feeling just in general, bro? It's been a long
Oh
time.
man, I'm feeling great, buddy. Hell yeah. Happy to be here, man. Happy to be here. We've been trying to get this to work together for a little bit, get back on this. You would hit me up for this, and so I'm happy to be here. Yeah, absolutely.
Uh, Thank you for
It's been,
coming, man. I've been trying to get you to come here for a little second, man. We got a lot to talk about.
yeah. I think we've both been really busy. I think we've both been really busy as creatives.
Bro, and I remember when we first linked, we was actually brought together by new movie Horizon Company, right? Was that it, or did we meet before
Yeah.
then?
No, it was through that
So let's
company,
start building. So let's
so-called
start building now.
company, if you want to call it so.
Yeah,
And
man.
um, but yeah, that's where we first met, and I think we both kind of looked at each other in VR and said, "You want to actually go do something?" And we were like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, let's go fucking make something happen for real." Because I
Too
think
late, bro.
that was that vibe we were catching. It's like, dude, I'm ready to actually make something happen. There's a lot of people that aren't out there. They want to talk, and I'm not trying to start shit. I'm just saying. That was the vibe we were catching in the room that time. It was like, dude, fuck all this. Let's just go make it. Yeah.
No,
The
man.
beauty
So
of the
tell the people, bro, just a little bit about yourself and how you got started in the VR, bro. Just your
uh
words.
okay, truth be told, I got the VR when I got that stimmy, yo, we got that stimulus check and I went straight, like I just went straight and I just threw it at the damn thing. I had played the VR once or twice before at the friend's house and I was like, yo, this is pretty sick. I felt like John Wick kind of thing or whatever. And after I got the VR, I played it for a bit and you know what? I put it down for a while and I didn't pick it back up until I saw an ad on Facebook that said something about Horizon Worlds and how you can create your own world. And when I saw that thing, I dusted off. I said, man, where the hell is that fucking headset at? And I dusted that thing off and I went in there and the very first thing I ever did uh, was try and make I instantly went in. I didn't really browse worlds or anything. I just went straight to figuring out creative mode. And
Oh, snap.
I was like, okay, what am I gonna make? And I made a really crude um, Simpsons Quickie Mart. Yeah. That was like what
Really?
I could
That
like
was your
picture
first build?
yeah, very first build, Simpsons Quickie Mart. It was really crappy. But I mean from generally speaking, you could probably tell that's what it was. If you looked at it, you'd be like, ah yeah, it's from that Simpsons, yeah. But
Oh, so
nothing like it was today.
you saying you got the quest when the stimmy dropped, you was just
Yeah,
playing straight games. So you playing like shooting games like super hot and stuff like that.
buddy, you know it, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super
So just
hot.
straight
I got
shooting.
really pissed off when somebody showed me Onward. They hyped up Onward, and I got in that game and I was like, bro, I could play
Wait,
Call of
what
Duty
game?
Onward.
Oh,
That
Onward.
military.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody hyped that game up. I got really mad at them for for like hyping me up into buying that thing because I was like, dude, I'd rather go play Call of Duty on the damn. I'll play Modern Warfare 3. Throw me in some retro fucking Black Ops. I don't give a shit. Anything other than this is garbage. Even in VR, it's garbage. And then I was a little hesitant, but I got Contractors, and that game's badass. You're in the shooting game.
Damn,
It's
that's
all
why
about
you shitting
Contractors.
on Onwards
Contractors.
was that bad, bro.
Onward is garbage. To this day, I tell nobody to buy it. I'm like, hell no. They're like, oh, I love Onward. I'm like, you don't. No, you're a special type of person. I don't know. But
No,
yeah,
because
I don't rep Onward. I'll be repping the damn Contractors.
yeah, I play Onward too. I don't think it was as comfortable, bro. I was about to say what makes a shooter comfortable? What made it uncomfortable?
There was
You know what
some
I mean?
simple logic things that were like, yo, why can't my character walk over or through the bushes? That just really made me mad when I would hit some bushes and my character couldn't even get over them. And I'm like, huh? And I'm playing another game. I think I was also playing Population 1 at the time. and the mechanics behind Population One were like, I can grab the wall and just start climbing. What? My character just auto vaults over low walls. What? That's awesome, you know? And you need that kind of mobility in VR. So when you play that one, apples to oranges, I'm like, ah, dude, I can't even. Yeah, I won't put a.
And
Yeah.
then you've seen a commercial for Horizon Worlds, what, through Instagram?
No, it's Facebook or something. It was Insta, may have been Instagram. I don't know, but
Okay, same
yeah, it
same
was for
difference, I
Horizon
guess.
Worlds. Yeah. And it was for Horizon Worlds, and they were talking about creating worlds, and that's what got me like, what I can make, because I'm a pretty big creative person in general. And in most video games I'll find the creative of Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I was building skate parks back in the day, you know.
Oh yeah, you could do
There
that.
was Far Cry
I forgot all
5 or
about that.
Far Cry 4. You could build multiplayer maps, so you could run team death matches and do all kinds of stuff. And there was a extensive uh, world creator, map creator thing, and I would find these in video games, and that's just always been my calling in the video game. Yeah, the game's cool, but the fact that I can put my thumbprint on the video game and I can pass it on for somebody else to play, it's pretty cool. And so Fallout 76, another franchise, Fallout franchise in 76, did pretty good as a world builder, camp builder in that world is what it's called. Um, did pretty good as camp builder. YouTube YouTube channel developed and all kinds of things. TikTok kind of has I have a following for the Fallout franchise on TikTok, and all
Oh,
based around the
Fallout.
creativity. Yeah, yeah, but all based around the creativity that you can express inside the game. That's why I shine in the game, not because I'm a good player, but because I can be really creative inside that game space. And
Mm.
and and so if you're a fan of the franchise and then you see that I'm being really creative inside that franchise, it's giving you fresh content within your niche, and you're just like, dude, this is awesome. And so that's what I'm able to deliver being a creative person. So when I saw the VR headset, and it wasn't just a 3D builder, because of course I came across that when I put the headset on. I was like, you want to be a 3D builder? I was like, I don't. But when I saw like you can create a world and your friends can hang out in it, oh, now we're cooking. Now I can interact, I can share, I can somebody, because the video game was like that, right? I would make a map in Far Cry, and then me and my friends would have a team deathmatch, 4v4, and we just shoot it out all night long. Because I made a bar in Far Cry, in that video game, and we're all playing that game, and it's awesome. So that appealed to me, and I was like, oh, I can build a world and all my friends can hang out, or I could build a game and all my friends could come and play it. Oh yeah, hell yeah. So now I'm like, now when I went in there and I thought about it, I got a feel for it just by doing the my second build. My second build after I got my groove, I was like, okay, now let's do something for real. And I built a replica. It was time to bring Fallout into VR. So I was building things from my video game world in this video game world because that seemed logical to me. But yeah, yeah, it's kind of like
You got what?
just
Go ahead. I'm about to say you built. Did you build any Fallout Worlds?
I did. I built a world that was a little wastelander shack on a little wasteland island. Yeah, that was my like second build where I just really was like, okay, I understand what I'm doing now. Let me do what I know best, which is notch out the wasteland, a little creation of the wasteland. I'm a wastelander at heart.
You gotta check that out, bro. Shout out Christian Crosby. He actually went to a Comic Con dressed as I think the X01 type, the armored suits, bro,
What?
made
For real?
by one of like a costume designer, bro, and it's gonna like back up for the actual movie that's about to come out and stuff. It's really really dope. I can't wait for it to come out. I couldn't post anything because it's like a sneak peek, but I can't wait till he release it so I can show like the behind the scenes clip because it was really cool. It was really cool. He was on stilts and everything.
Dude, super badass. Fucking
It
sick,
was it
man.
was
Hell
super
yeah.
cool, and I think it's something you would like for sure.
Absolutely. That's right in my alley. That's it. Um,
Do 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 you think people have to have a background in art or like coding or developing in order to start creating worlds, bro? Because I made this for people that's not in VR. I made this people for I mean, like you when you first seen VR or like the people that's playing the games but are searching for like what else to do around here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you don't need any kind of experience whatsoever. And any experience that you have is going to get thrown out the window the second you step into this creative space because you're going to need to learn new tools. You're going to need to learn new what you Here's my advice is you do the tutorial. If you're a guy like me, I'm tech savvy. You just heard I've been creating in video games ever since they allowed you to create in video games. If I found a create mode, that was the majority of what I would play the game for. So I come into this world and I'm thinking, I know what I'm doing, right?
Mm.
I don't. I don't. I sat there
Yeah.
for an hour trying to find an opacity tool. How do I make something transparent? It should be easy. There's got to be a there's that I mean like logically there's got to be a and if we're world builders and we know world building, we know that there's not such an easy thing to make something transparent in VR. So this would come after a long frustration in me. But so take the tutorial, learn what you cannot do, and everything else will come because everything else is just you want to do so much and you believe you can do so much. So just go ahead and take the tutorial, learn what you cannot do so you don't waste time trying to do those things.
That's really good advice, bro. For real. How do you approach creativity differently inside VR compared to real life?
Yeah. Um you just so if you're creating in real life miniature dioramas or if anything you have um and even if you're creating in like video game spaces like I've been mentioning, you're stuck within that video game world. When I create in Fallout 76, I'm creating with Fallout 76 assets. I cannot bring in any new assets. I have to work with what I'm given in the space that I'm given. But when you're working in VR and of course, endless supply, you know, endless supply of idea range, endless supply of stuff. Your online builder has AI now, so your desktop builder or whatever has the AI. I haven't built. I haven't built in VR in a little while, but I was on there and man, I was blown away with the mesh creator or the FBX file generator or the
Mm.
the AI 3D modeling tool or whatever the hell you want to call it.
The AI,
It
you used
was
it? The AI tool?
I have used it, dude. I used it. I put together a little build. I wanted a rusty, what did I tell it to make? A rusty trailer, a rusty Winnebago style trailer, because I was
Mm.
notching out some wasteland. And I wanted ratted and tattered awnings. And I gave it some stuff, and it sure enough made usable objects out of just the words that I was working with. And I think, man, it was awesome. It was
Real.
like
Was
light
it
years
clean?
from clean as hell. Yeah. I could instantly use those objects. I could instantly use all of them. And I had multiple options to choose from. The desktop builder and the AI features were awesome. Awesome. I mean, my brain was like, dude, if I had it once, if I was, yeah. Dude, if we were
Mm.
modeling the bank, if I had that back when we were modeling and I was building the bank sets and stuff,
Mm-hmm. Cause
dude.
you actually built that VR set really quick, bro. Even when we had what we could not the prime mesh, right? Not the prime primitives, prime
Well,
mesh.
yeah, they were all primitive. It was all primitive. But one of the things that allowed, oh, here's the trick. One of the things I think one of the bright ideas that we had when we were doing that was to keep the space all in creative mode. We weren't going to publish those worlds. We didn't. We
Mm.
understood we didn't need to, and so budget wasn't an issue, and budget would have been an issue. And so we want to cram a world, and maybe this is tips to people out there now. You know,
Mm-hmm.
this is
Damn, we
tips.
was doing it way back when. Yeah, just if you want to make a world for video content purposes, just do everything in the build mode, man.
Well, we may have been pioneers in that. I don't
Man.
know.
I got a show, so I plan on doing a season two or like even like this. Like it's hard for me because like right now I think I have like 15 of these episodes, but like I want to go in and edit like how like we collabed in projects. So like all our projects, I kind of want to like show either before or after our segments to kind of show how you've been doing things in the metaverse and what you've been doing. So
Oh,
plan on doing
yeah.
that. Stay tuned for
Let's
that.
do it.
Um,
Yo, click here for that. It's down here. The link's down here. I'm just teasing.
yeah. How do you see VR changing the way people connect socially and creatively?
Oh yeah. I know. I think we dawned on it when we said hello, and that was like even in our case, just Ben, I'm here in Houston, Texas, and you're over there. I don't even know where, and there would been no way in hell that our paths would ever have collided. We would have never have crossed. It would never have happened, and then we never would have worked together and had. I mean, dude, we produced two, if not three, short films pretty quickly. We were even working in another app to try and figure out how to propel even further and produce even better and more. And so for that month or so when we had, I mean, we broed, bro. You know what I'm saying? And for
No,
that
yeah,
time, I mean, yeah, we were cranking
instantly.
out work. That never would have fucking happened if it wasn't for VR. And that's not. I always tell people I was like, look, VR can be gaming and it's not, it's just gaming and gaming, but it's a different type of I don't know, man. I have a band now because of VR. I have two bandmates, you know. Um
Oh,
I've gotten paid gigs. I've been able to do a lot because of VR. And I met a lot of cool people and it's more personal. It's just so much more personal. And anybody who's been in a social environment in VR 100% feels it right away. They feel it right away. You feel your personal space has been invaded right away. And I've played video
mm,
games 100 my whole life, 100 hours every week or something. And I'll tell you right now that with another character is standing too close to me in a video game with the controller in my hand, I don't feel like my personal space is invaded. That happen what when you're playing your PlayStation game, you're not like, "Get away from me, dude. That's weird. Why are you so close to me?" When you're in VR and somebody's too close to you, it's like, "Dude, back up. Back the fuck up," because you can feel it. So now you're having conversations with people, you're meeting people. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I mean, I swear I could imagine we were sitting in a round table at New Horizons Media Group, and through VR, I was able to look at you. You look at me, and I'm like, yeah, let's go fucking actually do something. These people are just fucking around. I can actually do something. You can do something. Okay, let's fucking yeah.
bro,
We get
in
it, and let's go.
VR, just like that, bro. Instantly, the
Yeah,
connectivity, bro.
you connect with people, and it's not like social media, not like scrolling, it's not like DMing, it's not like any of that shit. It's very, very unique, the experience you have in VR. It's like you giving that, bro.
Bro, you said you did do with a band. You got a band now, man.
Yeah,
I talk a lot about artists and like showcasing their music and networking in here, bro. Um, Maybe can you walk us through how you create or perform music inside VR?
it's getting better and better than it ever was. I think I'm still performing on a Quest 2, which is now becoming a relic of the past. When people are going through PC with external mics and they have entire setups, and I'm sure you can find walkthroughs and how to's, and there's a lot of people that are happy to share the information. I'm not I Like I said, I'm still performing through my Quest 2, which does a good job, and anybody in the scene and anybody in the music scene kind of understands what I'm getting at. But I'll tell you right now, it is a slept on beast. The power of performing in VR is slept on, huge, immensely. I'm telling friends that I know who are musicians, and I'm sure you have done the same, and that are trying to do it outside of VR to tap into that space because it is a way people respect it, people respond to it, it is almost exactly the same, if not better. Here's one thing I'll say: when I play, and I do, and sit on the street, and I'll play some guitar on the street outside the gas station, and I'll do a little bit of busking. And when I busk, a person may be inclined to come up to me and say something, and they may not. They may look at me and say, I don't like what this guy's playing because they can just see me, or they could come up to me and be like, I don't like this guy's what his shirt says, or oh, he's not a blah blah blah, or this or that or something. And there's all this kind of like forward judgment. And even though the music sounds good, maybe that's not enough to cut through. But in VR, all of that in it, all of that's washed away. People don't really take you on that, and they hear you. And when they hear you at first, before they, this goes really good with the fellas who are chasing ladies too. Like the gift of gab is really powerful in VR, and you're able to, like I
Mm.
said, you take someone you take someone at a not at face value first. You're having to connect with them through what they're having to say, and I think that is really really powerful. So someone is probably more inclined to come up to you and say, "Hey, that was really awesome song that you just sang. That was really cool thing that you just did, performance that you just put on, expression that you did. That was really cool." You know, because
Mhm.
they weren't intimidated by you. They weren't just they weren't like they didn't scoff at you because like, look at this guy's hair, dude. This guy looks like a crazy person. Like, let's just walk away or whatever, like, yeah, they know it sounded good, yeah, it was cool, but maybe you had too many piercings in your face or too many tattoos, something, and maybe something they saw was just a little bit too much, and they didn't want to come up and tell you that you did a good job. But not in VR.
Mm.
Everybody from all over the place will feel like they can just come up to you and tell you that was really awesome, you did a really really good job. And I think that's one of the great things about it's for the people who might have social anxiety. It's for somebody who doesn't necessarily know how to step out of their box or can't even they love singing in the car, but they could never imagine going to a karaoke bar. They could never imagine, that's too much for them. So put on your VR headset and come out to the open mic one night and just go ahead and belt it out while you're sitting in your room in the comfort. And if it gets too much, just take your headset off. It's that easy, you
Just
know?
like that.
So yeah. So yeah, it's a great place for creativity to thrive. I don't know if I'm rambling.
No, bro, that's a perfect, and I love that perspective and that explanation, bro. Because you probably talking to that one person that is exactly that person, and
I hope so.
it's a little, like you said, it's like a little mask, so to speak, bro. It's somewhat, it's low key,
If you ever wanted to
like
be on The
trying to get
Masked
out your
Singer.
comfort zone. The Mad Singer, that'll be different. That'll
Yeah,
be
yeah.
different in there.
Yeah, but you're right. You're right. It is a way to just kind of like feel secure in your own self without being in front of people.
From your
Yeah.
perspective, bro, what do you think VR is missing right now to go mainstream? Though I
Um.
like to say a lot of people are scary in here. Oh, that's
Oh.
another question. Let's go with this one, and then I'm gonna say, why do you think people are scared of VR? Why they're scary? But what do you think is missing for VR to go mainstream though?
Oh. Just Call of Duty. Just Warzone,
Just Call of Duty.
bro.
Just
Just
put Call
bring
of Duty
war.
in VR, and that's a wrap. Everybody just that's a wrap.
If they had, if Warzone by title, Call of Duty exclusively existed in VR, that's a wrap. We don't have any major titles. That's the problem. If not already over. So
We
we
just
have to keep
emerging,
up
right?
with major. Yeah, and if we don't have titles, then we don't even exist in the gaming platform anymore. Assassin's Creed and all these other things, low hanging fruit, bro. Low hanging fruit. Like, come on.
That's
We need real titles. And you know the heavy hitters. Where's give me any fucking Rockstar game in VR and I'm good. And I don't mean PC VR some shit. I need it in the Quest store or
right.
Quest is out. There's a
Right.
hundred other VR headsets out there. We know them, and they're out there, and people love them just the same because they were into PC VR before. It's like the PC game, It's like people who do PC gaming versus console gaming. Well, we're kind of on a console with Quest. That's we're the console gamers in that game space because everybody else is on PC gaming and they're using Valve and blah blah and some other blah blah and a Pico and some I don't know what the fuck they're called, but I've seen them
Right.
and they exist and people use them. And those are the hardcore VRs. Those are the guys who got the goddamn treadmills and the fucking boop boop haptic suits and all that shit. Most of us Quest
Yeah.
users aren't busting out. Well, most of us Quest users are not busting out hazmat suits and fucking treadmills. So or hazmat suit. What are they called? Haptic suits. and treadmills,
Yeah.
right? We're just casually gaming because we're console gamers. But your PC gamers, no, they got the fucking 604 5000 RAM. They got the air cooling. They got the fucking liquid gel flowing through their PC and shit. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Those are the guys who fucking build Ferraris and they want to get down on the games. They got the little FPS ticker in this corner. They're like fucking into it, dude. And that's the guys that are your other headset wearers, you know. So we are console, and if we don't get some titles, we're out.
No, yeah, bro. I love that, bro. Cause I always say like they need Grand Theft Auto. Once they get Grand Theft Auto, that's a wrap. So like, and I ain't say that in a minute, cause we be thinking it takes a celebrity or influencer or something like that. But no, these games are getting by billions of plays every day. Like you saying, those mainstream ones, like any Rockstar. You're right. Any Rockstar. I was thinking that when you said that. Like you're right. Even a bully, like a bully,
Red
like
Dead Redemption 2? Red Dead
the
Redemption 2 would
Warriors
go
or something.
hard as.
Even
Oh, you said the Warriors, bro. I downloaded a
yeah,
PS2 emulator just so I could play that the other day.
bro,
Mark
I love
Echo's
that
getting
game.
up. All right, now that's just getting too far, but yeah.
It's that Rockstar, bro. Bro, what's the
Yeah, man.
craziest thing that ever happened to you, bro? What's the Oh, wait. Why do you think people are scared of VR? First of all, why do you think people are scary? Why do you think people are
Um,
scared to put on that VR headset?
okay,
Any,
so they're scared because they're not a gamer and they think they need to be a gamer to be even on that. Like I don't play video games. Why would I get that? So they're kind of scared for that reasons. And then they're kind of scared. They think that no, people have stigmas. People think that they're gonna get made fun of. People think their friends are gonna make fun of them because you play VR. It's like, dude, come on, man. It's not even like that. Yeah, I have a friend who plays Quest, bro, and if he's listening right now, he knows who he is. He won't even play another fucking game because he says he feels silly climbing a ladder. In this other game, you have to, you got to climb. You got to put your arms up and fucking climb the wall. He don't even want to do that because he's like, dude, I look so silly in my living room pretending like I'm climbing up a ladder. You have a headset. You have fucking toaster on your face already, bro. Just pretend. Just
uh,
pretend, bro. So yeah,
yeah,
you got
that's
people.
so funny. I never heard of that. He doesn't want to look
Yeah.
silly on the outside perspective.
Yeah, he's like scared someone in his house is gonna see him. Like who? Who? Like you got things will be. You think people are looking at you like that? Come on, man. Golly. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. So yeah, so that's why I think there's your two reasons why you don't think so it's not even for you don't have to be a gamer to use it. There's a lot of things you can apply it to if you're not a gamer. So get over that. And when once you let go of feeling like you're silly for I don't know climbing using your hands to play it, I don't know what to tell you. Like you're missing out. That's just it. Get over it. You're missing out. No one's making fun of you. No one's making fun of you. They want to be they're dude. You spent there's people. It's like dude. No one made fun of you for buying a PlayStation 5. Ain't nobody gonna make fun of you for playing the latest tech. It's a cool thing to fucking do. Just get over it and do it. And if you got it and you're not playing the variety of games out there, if you're not trying to punch somebody or shoot something or do something out there crazy, then you're not getting the most. I had a friend, they got the Quest 3. I begged them to get a Quest. They got the Quest 3. Guess what they did? They sat there and they played bingo every single night in Horizon Worlds. And I was like, you didn't play this game or that game or no other games? They're like, no, I'm playing bingo. You're driving me fucking nuts, yo. I want you to play. I want you to experience this shit. And then they're like, what's it? I don't know. Maybe they'll circle back around to it. But yeah, that was, it was one of those
I
things.
forget. I forget. Yeah, you do got the players like that. They just like their one game, and then
Yeah.
they go VR. They play their one game, and they got their
Yeah.
community in that one game, and
Yeah.
they like to
Yeah.
talk to those people. And
Yeah.
that's the thing, I guess, right? You can build a
That's the
community like
thing.
that. You can go
That's the
inside
thing.
the headset, go inside the game, which is your world, which is your hangout spot at the same time. Play your
Yeah.
favorite game and talk to some people.
I thought I was going to bring my friend into the VR headset. We were going to travel worlds and do all kinds of exploring and playing games and going on quests and adventures and shooting stuff. And this motherfucker wants to play bingo all day long. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Oh man, I love it, bro. I like to keep it 25, 30. But any plugs that you want to put in, man, before we sign out? Any
Oh, check out the Killer Folk Collective. Killer Folk Collective. on all platforms, all music platforms. There's music videos out there by yours truly, on YouTube,
Hey,
and um, yeah. Shout out to the VR squad. What's up? Another round. What's up, Abby Rose? Yo, holla at your boy. Let's go, Jay Stone. What's up, boy? I see you, big dog. All right, yeah. We keep a close knit crew. You know what I'm saying? Lava
Respect,
Birdie, I
bro.
see you too.
I
Yeah.
gotta get them on, man. Definitely send me a DM. I want to talk to them and get their perspective on VR and how they got started and how they feel about the future of VR and stuff, bro. We ain't even get to
Oh
touch
hell
on
yeah.
AI, but
Oh
you
shit.
did. We did
Well,
touch on AI. We touched on AI when you mentioned the Meta Horizon engine with the
stay
Mate.
tuned for part two. Stay tuned for part
Stay
two.
tuned for part two. 100%, man. Stay tuned
Yeah,
for part two, bro.
where we talk about reptilians.
Oh yeah, conspiracy theorists. No, but bro, thank you so much. Thank you, bro, for taking your time out, for sticking with me with the technical difficulties in the beginning. And bro, we got a link in VR and do this part two slash season two. And bro, any last words? One more time, bro.
Oh no, man! Thank you to you, bro. Thank you to you. It's an honor. It's been a pleasure, bro. And I'd be happy to do this again. Let's do this again for sure. This is awesome. It's badass.
Oh
Yeah.
man, bro. Thank you
Over and out.
again, bro. And that's going to be a wrap on this episode of In the Lens with Benz. It's a huge thanks to the 281K. His link is right down below, right there, joining us and sharing your story, bro. Thank you. And make sure to check them out on all their socials, bro. And thank you to everyone watching and listening. If you enjoyed this conversation, don't forget to follow, share, and stay tapped in for more creators, innovators, and stepping into the future of VR and AI. Until next time, this is Benz in the lens with the Benz. You know what it is. Signing off. Keep creating, keep inspiring, and always stay in the lens. Always stay in the lens.
Yo, let's
281 Killer, bro. Thank you
go.
so much, bro.
Let it go.